"Father is dead," Mulungi finally answered. He cried more loudly. His body was shaking all over. "Dead? What has killed him so suddenly?" Mubi asked. He was very shocked. "Yes, father is dead. He died while giving birth to a baby," Mulungi answered, as he continued crying. Once upon a time, there were two brothers. The two brothers lived together in a village, Mukono. The older brother was called Mubi, and the younger one was called Mulungi. Mubi was a bad boy. He did not like working. Mubi was dishonest and jealous. Mulungi, on the other hand, was a good child. He was very hard-working. Mulungi was honest and kind to everybody in the village. He spent most of his time helping his parents with the work at home. The parents of Mulungi and Mubi had a garden. They also had some cows. Mubi and Mulungi were asked by their parents to help them with the work in the garden and at home. They were also to help their father to look after the cows. One day, a cow gave birth to twins. Mubi and Mulungi were asked to choose a calf each. Mubi was the first to choose. He chose the male calf. "I want a strong bull which will fight and beat all the bulls in the village," Mubi said proudly. "As for me, I will take the female one. It will give birth to another calf, and I will have many cows. It will also give us milk to drink," Mulungi said. Their parents allowed each one of them to take the calf he had chosen. The boys were happy. Each of them was proud of his choice. The calves grew up and became big. Mubi's bull was very big and fierce. Nobody could come near it, but Mubi himself could sit on its back and it could carry him around. Mulungi's calf grew up into a beautiful cow. It was dark brown in color. It had a white patch on its forehead. Mulungi knew that he had chosen wisely. Even his parents were proud of him. All the parents in the village wished they had a child like Mulungi. Mulungi's elder brother, Mubi, liked looking after cows. He did not like helping his parents with the work at home. Mubi liked looking after cows because he would just sit under a tree while the cows were grazing in the field. Whenever he was alone, Mubi would think of ways of cheating his younger brother, Mulungi. One day, as Mubi was looking after the cows, one cow gave birth to a beautiful calf. The cow belonged to Mulungi. The calf looked so much like its mother. Its body had a dark brown color. It also had a white patch on its forehead. The calf looked exactly like its mother. Mubi felt jealous. He decided to take the calf for himself. "After all," he said to himself, "I was the one looking after the cows when the calf was born. And in any case, why should Mulungi get all the beautiful things and I get nothing?" Mubi took the calf away from its mother and gave it to his bull. Mubi's bull did not like the calf. The bull kicked the calf away, but Mubi kept on taking the calf back to it. When Mulungi came to check on his cow, he was surprised to see Mubi's bull with a calf. "It is my bull which gave birth to that beautiful calf," Mubi said happily. "But how can a bull give birth to a calf?" Mulungi asked. "Well, mine did," Mubi said proudly. "But how come the calf looks like my cow?" Mulungi asked. "Do you want to call me a thief?" Mubi asked. He pretended to be very angry. Mulungi just kept quiet. He did not want to annoy his elder brother. Mubi could easily beat him up. Mulungi went back home and told his father what had happened. The old man was very angry with Mubi. He sat down and thought deeply. After a long time, he called Mulungi and talked to him. He told Mulungi how to trick his brother Mubi so that Mubi could agree that the calf was not his. Mulungi listened to his father's advice carefully. He then went back to the field where the cows were grazing. When Mulungi got close to where Mubi was, Mulungi began crying very loudly. Mubi did not know what to do. For the first time in his life, Mubi felt sorry for Mulungi. "Tell me, what has happened to you, Mulungi?" Mubi asked. He held Mulungi firmly. Mubi put his arms around Mulungi's shoulders and forced Mulungi to stand still. "Mulungi, please, tell me, what is happening to you?" Mubi said. "Father is dead," Mulungi finally answered. He cried more loudly. His body was shaking all over. "Dead? What has killed him so suddenly?" Mubi asked. He was very shocked. Yes, father is dead. He died while giving birth to a baby, Mulungi answered, as he continued crying. Did you say he died while giving birth? Mubi asked. This is the most foolish thing I've ever heard. I cannot believe it. Have you ever heard of a man giving birth to a baby? Mubi asked. Well, Mulungi answered, you say a man cannot give birth to a baby. How then did your bull give birth to a calf? Mubi realized that he had been tricked. His plan to steal Mulungi's calf had been found out. Mubi was ashamed. He had nothing to do. Mubi returned the calf to its mother. He asked his brother to forgive him. Mulungi was a good boy. He forgave his brother, and they both went back home singing happily.